Hey folks, what's going on? This is Matt from Rogue Tactics, and this is my gravity feed of Dice Masters Age of Ultron. Yeah, I'm up here at Mothership Books and Games, my local gaming shop, and where we play every Sunday at 2. And of course, today is Wednesday because it's the first day, the release day, and I bought a gravity feed because, you know, it's always good to pre-order and get stuff from your local gaming shop, especially like tons of stuff like this. I don't know, dude, like, I just came from work. I've been thinking about this all day. I've been playing, like, Dice Master podcasts, like, on loop, like, just to get me through the day. But, yeah, I'm here to see what I want to get. Here's what I'm giddy. I'm sorry, this is awesome. What I hope to get? Well, I'd like, for once, to pull 2 super rares in one box. My gravity feed luck has not been that good. I've always got just the 1 super rare. So if I can get 2 super rares, that'd be pimp. Of course, I want that Magneto, but everybody wants that Magneto because that Magneto is awesome. And it's probably the last chance we're going to get a proper Magneto if Marvel is still feuding with Fox in the new future. So let's go at it. So yeah, this is what they look like. Ooh, a Vision. And a Loki, it looks like. Oh, I took that back. It is Ant-Man, or Giant Man, and Vision. So it's both commons. Alright, let's see what's next. Ooh, these look like helicarriers. Does that look like helicarriers to you? Those things kind of look like bugs. Alright. The shield helicarrier, target character gets stuff and gives it Avengers abilities and can't be blocked by villains. Nice. Yeah. So I got my first uncommon so far. Oh, another helicarrier. What could this be? I don't know. Oh, that's Pepper Potts? That's supposed to be rescue? That is crazy. Potts can attack. The uncommon. When fielded, you may spin down 2 target enemy characters. If your Iron Man's active, you may deal them 1 damage as well. That's kind of cool. And then the common helicarrier. I should separate these out so I have my commons and my uncommons. Oops, well, got a Daredevil and Enchantress, the common Enchantress. When fielded, deal 1 damage to your opponent for each of their Avenger character dice. I actually kind of want this common. This is pretty cool. Daredevil can't be blocked by mass characters. Also the common, so commons. And I notice the commons are always at the near the bottom. Ooh, a Wasp that looks like, very Wasp-like. And a Daredevil. So, the common Wasp, your opponent can't target Wasp with global abilities. Pay 2 generic energy, deal 1 damage to a character. Daredevil, the uncommon. When the opponent has an active mass character, Daredevil gets +1 attack and defense. Cool. I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing Daredevil, but I just don't know what I'd play him on. Hopefully with the, you know, we'll get some more street level Marvel characters. Ooh, that looks like a Hulk. What does that look like to you? Like, mask? Oh, this might be a Kang. Like, I know what everything does. I looked at the cards, but I just don't know what the dice look like. So yeah, we totally got a Hulk, a Beast, and an uncommon Kang. When he's blocked, we may remove him from the attack zone. That's probably a Vision, right? No, that's probably a Moondragon. Moondragon and a Pepper Potts. So I got the common Pepper Potts. She can't attack. When she's active, all my blocking characters get +2 defense, except for Iron Man. And then Moondragon. When you field a character that shares an affiliation with her, she gets +2 defense until the end of turn. So she's Avengers and Galactic Guardians. I'm looking forward to playing Galactic Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxies. I'm really more looking forward to that sub theme than the actual Age of Ultron sub theme. Wow. So, some blue guy, and this looks like Loki Scepter. Maybe a blue girl. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Loki Scepter, the common one. Place it in your field thing. I can throw it to the use file to do 2 damage or 4 damage, depending on what I roll. Oh, it's Bucky. Rare Bucky. KO any character die dealt damage, combat damage by Bucky. Yeah, not impressed. So, oh, is that a rocket raccoon? Why does it look like he's got a bow tie? Does that look like a bow tie to you? And a bird. Oh, it's a raven because it's supposed to be Odin. When Odin is active, all your other fielded characters get +2 defense. Rocket raccoon. Okay, so it's cool to get this raccoon. I guess those are ears, but that looks like a bow tie instead. If you notice, they're lacking the stripe because a lot of the packs, or a lot of the commons were missing the stripe. Didn't have the stripe telling their commonality on them. So that's probably a Nick Fury and a Helicarrier. Ooh, appropriate. These are packed together. Yeah, I've got the common Helicarrier. Oh, a shield agent. Okay. The rare shield agent. During your roll and reroll step, you may reroll any number of shield agents or Avengers die. That could be a lot of coolness. Yeah. Cool. I'm stoked on that. That's my second rare of the box. Is that Maria Hill, probably? And oh, this is a Thanos. Ooh, come on, super rare Thanos. Super rare Thanos. No, common Thanos. And Maria Hill, uncommon. First time you draw Maria Hill, you may roll a different shield character from your use pile and place it in your reserve area. That could be a lot of coolness. A lot of coolness. That looks like a Baron Nemo and an Odin. Yeah, the common Baron Zemo, when he's active, you may pay 1 energy to reroll any number of action dice during your roll and reroll step. And Odin, when active, all of your, so it's the common Odin. Cool. Another Baron Zemo. If I had to guess, I would say Mystique, but I'm guessing it's not, so maybe it's Gamora? This is fun, it's like playing Guess Who. Oh, so I got a common Zemo and an uncommon Jocasta. The first time she is damaged, draw a die and place it in your prep area. That's cool. That is for your ramp. Ramp, ramp, ramp. Oh, so that's probably a Spider Girl.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is a Nick Fury for sure. So I got the common Spider-Woman. She can't be blocked by character dice with a printed fielding cost is 0. And Nick Fury, life model decoy. The uncommon one, when you have 3 more active Avengers characters, Nick Fury can't be blocked. I like how it's Nick Fury Jr., who, to me, because like I haven't been reading comics for in a million years, is way awesomer than regular Nick Fury, because who's cooler than Samuel L. Jackson? Nobody. You ain't gonna find one. So I got Thanos and a Wonder Man, so we're, come on, super rare Thanos. No. Common Wonder Man, when you have less than 11 life, he loses a villain and becomes Avengers and +1 attack and defense. And Thanos cannot be blocked, the uncommon one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty devastating. You gotta get, you just gotta get 8 energy for that. So another Bucky and another Odin. Yay, Bucky's and Odins. So common Bucky, blah blah blah, uncommon Odin. Yeah, neither of these guys are impressive. So a Kang and a Red Skull. That looks very much like the Punisher. I would totally... Red Skull. If he's KO'd, your opponent chooses either deal 2 damage or gain 2 life. I like this one. I think he's going to be literally useful. And Rare Kang. Your opponent is active. When active, your opponent must pay 2 life during your reroll phase to reroll 2 reroll during your reroll whatever phase. So it's like the Professor X. And he's a mask, so super cool. So probably like the one useful Kang that you want to get. Alright. So a Jocasta and a purple dude. Oh, it's probably a Hawkeye, I'm guessing. Purple, it's got a target. So, the common Hawkeye, what kind of arrow, and the uncommon Jocasta. So I got 2 uncommon Jocasta so far. I suppose I should have been like, ooh, maybe super rare, but I forgot that she was a super rare. Oh, Loki's. Ooh. Common and uncommon, probably? Oh, nope, Giant Man. Common and uncommon Giant Man. I guess they're antennae, but they look kind of like Loki's helmet more than anything else. Shield Agent. That's probably a Gamora. Yep. Common Gamora. She KOs everybody that she attacks with. And the uncommon Shield Agents. The first of every die you fielded mid-turn may be fielded for free. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Starburst. Oh, that might be Captain Universe. And Rocket Raccoon. Oh, Captain Marvel. Cool. The common, when she can draw and prep when she hits somebody, and the uncommon Raccoon, Rocket Raccoon, when he blocks, he may, and with another character, he gets +2 defense. So, yeah, so he can get up there. He can become a 3/5. Red Skull. And a purple punchy thingy that looks like this. Red Skull, uncommon when he's KO'd, your opponent. I like this one. I really want to use this guy a lot. I like messing with people's ramp. You either draw one less fewer die in their clear and draw step, or you put 2 dice in your prep area. Oh, this is Captain Universe. Common. She kind of lets you prep Avengers, but I don't know how useful she's going to be. She has a lot of text. That looks like an Ultron. That looks like... not a Moondragon. What is that? So that's Starhawk. Common, when you field a character with the same affiliation, he's a Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers. He gets +1 attack and defense this turn. Ultron, common. The first time you capture your people, you do 2 damage. Where's all my money at, yo? Bucky, Wonder Man. Common Bucky, common Wonder Man. Common. Wasp and Spider-Woman. Common Wasp, uncommon Spider-Woman. And fail to do 2 damage to 1 opposing character with a printed fielding cost of 2. Which is kind of cool because that'll take out a lot of those zero cost characters. Universe and a Loki. There we go. Finally a Loki. Nice and cool green dice. I want that common. Yep, here's the common. The one that you may pay a lightning bolt to deal 1 damage to a character die. That character die loses all of its abilities until the end of turn. So that's really awesome. Uncommon Captain Universe. Again, she might not be worth it. Helicarrier, Red Skull. The Red Skull-Carrier. Common Skull, uncommon Helicarrier. Ultron and an Ant-Man. Uncommon Ant-Man. Common Ultron, because of course all the Star Destroyer characters only get commons. Red Skull. Groot. I am Groot. Common Groot. Totally cool with that. And common Red Skull. I like this thing, this art on the Red Skull. It kind of looks like those old war movies and stuff like that. Vision Wonder Man. Common Vision, uncommon Wonder Man. I kind of like this uncommon Wonder Man. When a character's KO'd in combat with Wonder Man, are placed in the use pile instead of the prep area. And he's kind of strong, so it's he's useful to get out. I'm kind of looking forward to using him. Black Widow and Jocasta, I think, right? We decided that was Jocasta. When fielded to the guy, I can't block that turn. Super useful. Oh, this is Pepper Potts. Yes. Oh, the rare Pepper Potts. When she's KO'd, you can search my bag for an Iron Man die and field it for free. Which can be kind of useful, you know? Loki. Probably a shield agent, maybe Agent Coulson. Phil Coulson, the common Phil Coulson. When it's active, your shields and sidekick agents get +1 attack. And uncommon Loki. When fielded, roll an enemy character die. Deal damage equal to target. Deal damage to a target equal to the number of energy symbols or field cost rolled. So that can be kind of cool. Moondragon and Black Widow, so we know that's the common Widow. And uncommon Moondragon. When she's KO'd in combat, roll an Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy die from the use pile. If it's a character face, you may field it, paying its cost, or otherwise return to the use pile. That's kind of interesting. Assuming you get a ton of energy. I suppose that could kind of work as an expensive polymorph. For Guardians and Avengers, Captain Marvel, and Homegirl Maria Hill, and common Captain Marvel, and common Maria Hill. Yeah, they finally ruled that you can't buy her and another shield character and put them in the use pile at the same time to get that special power, which is kind of cool. I needed to know that because I was going to be judging, and I needed to know how that worked. Ooh, Baron Zemo, and a shield agent of some sort. Common shield agents, uncommon Baron Zemo. Each time you use an action die, you get +2 attack. Cool. Black Widow, Captain Marvel. Rare Captain Marvel. When she deals combat damage, gain 2 life. Pretty snazzy. Wasp, and something. Oh, Enchantress. Common, and common. Looks like a Loki Scepter and a Maria Hill. Common Maria Hill, uncommon Loki Scepter. Yeah, this one can jack you up in the face, so I'm not too impressed with that uncommon Loki Scepter. A Darkhawk again? And an Ultron? Man, I'm pulling so many Ultrons, but no Ultron. Oh, this is Thor. Common Thor. Which is expected because because she's in the starter set, so you're not gonna get anything else. Should I spoil it? Should I tell you who that Thor is supposed to be? No, y'all probably already heard it by now. And if not, you just need to read the trade. Jocasta and Wonder Man. Common Jocasta, uncommon Wonder Man. Red Skull and Jocasta. I'm Jocastaing it up. Common Jocasta, uncommon Red Skull. What is that? And Phil Coulson. Whose symbol is that? That is crazy. Phil Coulson, Hyperion. Well, Hyperion's power is flowers, I guess. When active, villain characters can't use their wind field effect, which is really kind of cool. Because that will just be like, it's a big beefy dude that says, sorry, Gobby, nothing for you to do. Granted, he's expensive, so God would be doing what he does a couple of times, but that could be super cool. So I've got a Nick Fury and a Captain America. So common Captain America and Nick Fury, common Nick Fury, Sergeant Fury. Coulson, Thor, so common Thor and common Coulson. Daredevil and Maria Hill. So common Daredevil, uncommon Maria Hill. Gamora, Shield Agent. Common Gamora, common Shield Agent. That's a Wonder Man and a Odin. Common Odin, rare Wonder Man. This is the one I was looking for. Can't be blocked when I get below life. So that's like total comeback from behind kind of move because he's not a slacker, dude. You know, that's 1/5 of someone's life total on his highest level, on his 2 highest levels. You know, and if find any other way to pump him up, that could be great. Jocasta, Nick Fury. Oh, Jocasta's my super rare. So it's good. I got a good super rare Jocasta. Each time she deal damage, deal that damage to an opponent instead. And common Nick Fury. So there's still hope that there is a. I mean, she's a really good super rare. I'm not bummed about that. I just wanted a Magneto. Shield Agent and Wonder Man. I got the Wonder Man that I want, so I'm not as excited to see them. Common, uncommon. Moondragon. Was it an Ultron drone? What is this? Fist could totally be an Ultron drone. Moondragon. Star-Lord, okay. When active, all of your attacking Guardians characters get +1 attack and defense. Cool, cool, cool. That Bucky is lopsided. And Pepper Potts. Common, common. There we go, that's gotta be a drone. Oh, 2 Ultron drones, probably. Common and uncommon. I'm looking forward to playing these, since they can capture anybody just blocking them. And combine them with the Ultron that deals damage every time you capture something. And they're cool looking dice, dude. They kind of look like Jolly Ranchers. The red Jolly Ranchers. Yeah. Groot. Odin. So we got the defense pack. Common, uncommon Groot. That is an Enchantress. Ultron drones. Can't have too many of those. Common Ultron drone, uncommon Enchantress. Capture somebody in jacks and messes up their field cost. Black Widow. Daredevil, so common Widow for sure. Rare Daredevil. When fielded KO a mass character. I like these Daredevils because they're 3 costs, so it's like you're definitely gonna get them. Enchantress, Phil Coulson. So common Enchantress, uncommon Phil Coulson. Go back. Let's see if I can find anything awesome in the back. Something with fangs? What does that look like to you? Then a Thanos. Super Rare Thanos? Come on. Oh, Beast and common Thanos. Common Beast, common Thanos. I guess that looks like Beast's hair right now that I really look into it. Oh, finally an Iron Man. I mean, not surprising because he's only one Iron Man. Iron Man and uncommon Jocasta. Hyperion and Maria Hill. Common Maria Hill, uncommon Hyperion. Once per turn, when Hyperion's blocked, doubles attack. So with him doubling his attack, and Patch doubling the attack, I don't know. There's ways. I want to do something with this dude with Overcrush somehow, and yeah, I think he's going to be gross, and I just need to think about it. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Getting him with Overcrush. Hulk. Kang. Common Hulk, common Kang. I'm actually looking forward to the starter set Hulk, the 5-cost one. Because, you know, get him for 5 costs, run him through unblockable somehow with Dimension Door. And then use Patch to bump that up, like his 8 to a 16. That's sick. Beast and Spider-Woman. Common Beast, Common Spider. Star-Lord and Captain Universe. Common Universe, Common Star-Lord. When you field a character who shares an affiliation with Star-Lord, all of your Guardians of the Galaxy characters get +1 defense this turn. Thor and Kang. Common. Ooh, drones, Ultron drones, and Captain Marvel. So common Captain Marvel, uncommon Ultron drone. Groot and Loki Scepter. Common Groot, uncommon Loki Scepter. Enchantress and Baron Zemo. Common Zemo, rare Enchantress. When fielded, capture all Avengers ties. This could be devastating against an Avengers team. She's probably way better in sealed than she is, you know, as it is. But yeah. Hawkeye. I forgot who this blue guy was. I know I already had him, but I can't remember who that is. Hawkeye, Starhawk, common Starhawk. Thanos Scepter, common Thanos, uncommon Scepter. Man, I'm gonna be loaded with uncommon Scepters. Oh, here's the crappiest of Scepters. Thank you. Hyperion, Loki, common Hyperion, rare Loki. When attacks, pay 2 lightning bolts to do 2 damage to opposing characters. So it's Loki's double bolt breath weapon. Looks like I'm running out of stuff there. Man, 90 packs go pretty fast. Nick Fury and a Scepter. You want to bet it's an uncommon Scepter? Common Scepter, the good Scepter, and uncommon Nick Fury. Vision and Rocket Raccoon. Oh, Vision and Rocket Raccoon. Common Rocket Raccoon and common Vision. So is Vision bad now? Like, he was always good as long as I could remember him. But I didn't pay attention to Age of Ultron, the comic, so. Captain America and Odin, so a common Cap and rare Odin. When fielded, kill an opposing character with lower defense than Odin, and may field he's got an 8 defense, so he's totally gonna get out there. But yeah, I'm not feeling this Odin, so I guess so. Cool. Scepter, Red Skull. Common Scepter, rare Red Skull. Team Watch. When I field a villain, you may spin down. Opponent may choose to spin down their dice. You field a character who shows an affiliation. Spin down all. The opponent may choose to spin down all of their character dice one level, or spin up all your character dice. That's kind of cool, but I do like the uncommon one better. The cool thing is that all the rares seem to be on the top. So, so as you get down to the bottom, there's rares. Red Skull and Bucky. Common, uncommon. Giant Man and Gamora. Common Giant Man, uncommon Gamora. When fielded, Team Watch. When you field a character that shares an affiliation with Gamora, choose an opposing die. It must block Gamora's dice if available. You get to choose which your opponent declares before you. Yeah. So yeah, and then she's got this global. It says parry, fetch, KO, block or blocking character dice after damage has been dealt. Yeah, that is a scary global to have because that can jack you up just as much as your opponents. Shield Agent and Starhawk. Common Shield Agent, Rare Star. Team Hawk. When you field a character that shares an affiliation with Starhawk, both that character and Starhawk get +2 attack each turn. He's got Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, so he swaps onto anybody's team pretty easy. That's pretty cool. That'll buff your Avengers. Ultron Drone and Maria Hill. Common Drone, Uncommon Maria Hill. Hulk. Maria Hill. Rare Maria Hill. While she's active, you may add your shield characters from your field zone to your roll at the beginning of your turn. I'm kind of into that. I like this banking of energy, you know, especially if I'm going for greatness. Iron Man common for sure, and Kang. Uncommon Kang, common Iron Man. Spider-Woman Kang, common Kang, common Spider-Woman. Captain America and Captain Marvel and Pepper Potts, common and uncommon. There's a handful left. There's still a chance. Wasp, Loki. Common Loki, uncommon Wasp. Star-Lord and Hyperion. I was hoping for the rare Star-Lord because he makes it easier to buy your Guardians. Thanos, Maria Hill. Still chance to be a super rare Thanos. Still chance. Nope. Oh, Bucky. Whatever. He had Maria Hill haircut. Wasp and Loki. Common Loki, common Wasp. Yep, I got about 4 left. So, Rocket, Maria Hill. Common Rocket, common Maria Hill. Scepter and Enchantress. Common, uncommon. 3 left. Beast, Groot. Common Groot, uncommon Beast. 2 left. I don't think I picked the double pack again. Nick Fury, Star-Lord. Come on, rare Star-Lord. Yay, rare Star-Lord. Okay, cool. Because I'm totally playing Guardians. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Alright. Last chance for a Maggie. Moondragon. Nope. And Daredevil. Common Moondragon. Common Daredevil. Moondragon. Rare. When you field a character who shares an affiliation with Moondragon, reroll Moondragon. You may return her to your face. So yeah, I could semi-buffer up. Alright, so I mean, just a quick scan of my hull. Man, so many Loki Scepters. A couple of Enchantresses. A lot of Maria Hills and Red Skulls. Spider-Man. Rockets, Giant Men, Odins. Cool. These are my rares, this is cool because I did not get duplicate rares, I don't believe. So, Moondragon, Star-Lord, Maria Hill, Starhawk, Red Skull, Odin, Loki, Enchantress, Hyperion, Daredevil, Wonder Man, who I'm excited about, Captain Marvel, because it's Captain Marvel, Pepper Potts, Kang, Shield Agent, and yay, Bucky. And finally, Jocasta, the really cool one that can help you send damage around everywhere. She could be a lot of fun. So, cool. So that's what I pulled from my my gravity feed. Again, 3 gravity feeds in a row, where I just pulled the one that's got 1 super rare in it. So yeah, cool. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm just Heroic Tactics. And I do Dice Masters and Hero Clicks and getting into some other stuff too that could be a lot of fun. But thanks, y'all have fun.